Evening everybody. For some years now I've been trying to find somewhere to shoot the Cabin Fever Challenge. It's a rifle shooting competition, target shooting competition to test your musketry skills, and there's various divisions. Now straight off, this is not a qualifying division, it's my own twisted version, so I can have a little bit of fun in a way that replicates one of the divisions in a fashion with a lot smaller target, but again it doesn't qualify, it's just for a bit of fun. Ideally I'd like to shoot the competition at the 100 metre range with my 1916 SMLE. One SMLE is not working, I'm having feeding issues, which I've got a new magazine on the way, hopefully that will cure that. And by new I mean brand new, a newly made magazine. The other issue is the range themselves. I don't like you shooting uphill too much, which I would do, because the 100 metre distance standing would require a board that's roughly equivalent to your standing height, so they stick up about 5.5 feet, something like that, maybe a little bit more than that. But of course, just to use one example, when I'm in the prone I'm shooting uphill quite a bit and they don't like that. Similarly, if I shoot the rimfire, which is at 50 metres, if I shoot at the target which is in the low position, which they can do, it's just above ground height really, I'm shooting down too much for them, so they say there's a risk of skipping. Now, I haven't asked at my local range, but when they point out that I'm holding a CO2 air pistol up slightly, as you're supposed to do in the sort of Olympic style, hold it up and bring your arm down, when they pointed out I couldn't do that, I don't think it's worth asking. However, I've found another range, although it's a bit of a drive, and it looks like it may be possible, although it may mean that I have to do all the positions apart from standing, effectively kneeling, sitting and lying on a bench. But it could be possible. The first thing with that though is to get SMLE fixed. I may do the rimfire as well at 50 metres, but we'll see on that. So what is the Cabin Fever Challenge? Well, quite simply, it's a target shooting competition set up by riflechair.com 10 years ago now, and he's based in Canada. He has a YouTube channel and also a website, and you can find the links down below. The idea is to get you out shooting in the quieter time of year, i.e. the winter, when perhaps the weather will put you off somewhat going out shooting. You can find the links to the riflechair.com website and the YouTube channel down below in the description, where you can download the targets, see all the rules, and you can see examples of all the divisions. In general, if you want to just see anybody and everybody having a go, well, quite a few people anyway, just put riflechair.com Cabin Fever Challenge 2024 in YouTube in their search box, and you should come up with plenty of different options. Some even with brown bess muskets, which is difficult. One chap's done really well. As I've said, this is not an official entry, but I wanted to have a go, and hopefully I'll get the new magazine in time and fix my SMLE so I can get out there, but I'm running short of time. You do have quite a bit of time to do the competition. I think it's 1st of January, if I remember correctly, to the 31st of March every year. So what do we have to do? Well, I'm going to stick as much as I can to the official way of doing it, apart from the distance, which is 6 yards, and the target, which is 1/2 inch. Other than that, and the type of gun I'm going to use, we're going to stick to the rules. Talking of the gun I'm going to use, this is what I'm going to use. It's roughly 1961-62ish BSA Meteor Mark 1. Well, I think it's a transition rifle. It's either a Mark 1 or a Mark 1 and a bit in .177 caliber break barrel air rifle. It has open sights. The rear is homemade. The original was missing. Somebody who owned this before made a rear sight, made a very good job of it. And it's a pretty nice shooter, even though we could do with a new breech seal. So the format, apart from the distance and the size of the target I'm using, will be as per Division 4, which is single shots. All your positions, which is 5 shots standing, 5 shots kneeling, 5 shots prone, and 5 shots kneeling. And I hate the kneeling position, I always have, I find it so uncomfortable. They must all be taken unsupported, so no sandbag, no rest of any kind, but you are allowed a sling. You can find out about the sling details if you want to from the links down below. A hit counts as any shot in the black part of the target or cutting the edge of the target, the black part of the target. Scoring is as follows. Number of hits times 5 divided by the time taken in seconds times 100. Now as for the time, I'm on my own here, so I'm going to do that when I watch the video back with the stopwatch. The time starts from your first shot. A lot of it's pulling left. Better. Try not to lose count. Prone. I think that's it. That's tough when you're in a confined space. Well, one difficulty being such a small target, if we do get a fair number in the black, it's hard to tell because some of these have gone through the same hole or very nearly. However, I've watched the video back and it is 20 shots. Let's work out the score. Well, that's it folks. I might give it another go, perhaps with a pistol, because I don't have enough magazines in any of my multi-shot rifles. But I don't suppose we'll hit much with a pistol, but I do have enough magazines to do it, I think, with one of them anyway, even though it's a revolver, and it could be quite interesting, because to stick to the rules I can only put 5 shots in each magazine, and it's a 10-shotter. Anyway, we'll see if we get time. The first thing is to try and get SMLE fixed, and we'll go out and do it officially. Bye for now.